once in a generation.
The time has come.
A fight makes history.
It's champion versus champion.
Before anyone steps in the ring, Errol Spence Jr., Terence Crawford, the most anticipated fight of the decade is here.
Beat him up. Beat him up.
Undefeated, undisputed, unprecedented. Spence versus Crawford for the undisputed world title, Saturday, July 29th, live on pay-per-view.
What's up, y'all? This is BoxingMindTv with another video. This video is particularly for the people that want to say that this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford is happening too late. 5 years too late, 3 years too late. You hear boxing analysts like Teddy Atlas and other analysts that say this fight is a little bit 3 years too late. And I'm here in this video to say that I beg to differ with that idea, that thought that this fight was made too late, because I feel like this fight is made at the right time, the perfect time. And the reason being is because I feel like if the fight would have happened before 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it wouldn't be as big as it is today. I know we get a lot of flack with saying, you know, people want to let the fight marinate, big fights to marinate, and we want to fight right now. And in this situation, it was the right situation for them to do that, because now we look at it now, it seemed like it's a big fight. And plus, before, it was promotional issues. I know we as fans, we don't want to hear that, want the fight to happen. The fight could have happened, but it didn't, for various reasons. It didn't happen because promotional issues, platform issues. There's one guy's on ESPN, other guys on Fox, Showtime. It's the business side of boxing that got in between it, and it kind of postponed this fight from happening. But looking at it now in hindsight, it kind of was the best thing, because Errol Spence was able to get, like he said he was going to do, get all his belt on his side of the street and cross over to Terence Crawford's side and make that fight happen. I think whether Terence Crawford was on with Bob Arum or not, I think Errol Spence will try to make the fight either way. You know what I'm saying? Probably be a little bit harder with Bob Arum, ESPN, but it could have made the fight happen the same way Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury made it happen. It still would have been able to make it happen. It would have been probably harder negotiations, but indeed it would have happened. But it's easier in that business standpoint. It's easier to take care of the easy fights that you can make as far as negotiations, and then for the biggest fight where you have to split maybe a lot of the money with the network, with the fighters, that coming into play, it was best to make that fight last. That way it making that fight that you have to cross over or cross promote, make that the biggest fight, have the biggest pot to make in that fight, because it's a lot you have to cut, have to share, have to share. So that was a smart move to make. And right now they're here now. Terence Crawford it's not with ESPN though, or with Bob Arum, so it made it a little more easier, I think, to make the fight. And the fight is here. And other ways is why I feel like this fight is happening at the right times, because you have Errol Spence 3 years, 4 years ago, before his accident, anytime before his accident, he wasn't as disciplined as he is right now. His mindset was always kill to be killed, but his discipline between fights was off. He would balloon up in weight, get down. He even shared this. He would balloon up in weight, get down, and put on basically the plastic on the vest. I can't get the word out, but a little sweat vest, and sweat it out that way the whole camp to lose weight, which wasn't the right way to do it, but he did it that way and was successful in doing it that way. But with that said, yeah, but he was able to be successful with that. But that wasn't the proper way to do it. You know, coming up facing a guy like Terence Crawford, that's always in shape, you know, year round, living the fighter's lifestyle, always working out. It had been probably at a disadvantage. It would have been a disadvantage for him to fight Terence Crawford at that time because it's his discipline at the time. And with the accident happening, he was able to hone back in, get disciplined, move away from the city. He a country boy, farm boy now, you know, and he has his peace, and he's like just straight focused on the task at hand, which is made his will even stronger. Even like, you know, going through the accident and being able to survive that, knowing that he ain't break no bones, it makes him feel even more invincible mentally, you know. So that would help him out also in this fight. You know what I'm saying? You see in his comeback fights, he's still relentless. He's still the same old Errol Spence. He might even be better because he's like, his mind is stronger than what it was before because of the fact he survived those situations. And he's doing that. He's showing that right now. He's not taking the tune up. He's Mr. No Tune Up. He's the one that's really like living that lifestyle of, I'm not doing no tune up. He didn't take a tune up for Terence Crawford. He didn't take a tune up for Danny Garcia or Yordenis Ugas. So he's Mr. Tune Up for real. Like, he's about that life, wants that smoke. As far as Terence Crawford, it been the right moment for Terence Crawford to fight in this fight. It's because when he moved up to 147, everybody was saying he was smaller than Errol Spence. He's small coming up from the lower weight classes, but him fighting at Errol Spence right now is perfect timing because now it gave him that time from then and now, gave him that time to, you know, acclimate to the weight, you know, get used to the weight, get used to getting used to getting punched by welterweights or whatnot, and he was able to get a chance to fight some similar opponents, whether they were, you know, the same or not. He was able to fight similar opponents that would help build the fight with the casuals, at least, you know, to see the difference between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford results that they had, which helps build the fight even bigger than what it would have been back then. So it's good, you know. They like to compare fights, even though we can't always use that theory or use that comparison, but it's good for the build up though. You know, good for trash talking, good for all types of stuff. So it's good for the networks to use and talk about and get the fans thinking about who they think will win. So it's all good. You know, he was able to do that. And Terence Crawford, now he being in welterweight, used the storyline that he's been knocking everybody out at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? Since he moved up, undisputed champion at junior welterweight, coming up at welterweight and knocking everybody out. So he's on a destruction streak right now. Destruction. So him facing Errol Spence now, colliding the way they colliding right now, is nothing but perfect. It's a perfect storm right now. Very perfect storm for them to come together and make this fight happen. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's talking about it. Networks are talking about it. Your family members probably talking about it. Everyone is talking about it. It's a very, very, very big fight, which to me makes it the perfect time for this fight. Just all around the board. So, and I don't think none of these guys has missed a step just yet. Terence Crawford still like Terence Crawford. Errol Spence still like Errol Spence. And I don't think none of these guys had missed a step. So it's perfect timing. They did everything they had to do before the fight the fighters they had to fight, building their notoriety up, and here we are. So that notion that this fight is 3 years too late, 4 years too late, yeah, that's nonsense in my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all think. It's BoxingMindTv. Let me know if y'all think this fight was late on arrival or right on time. It's the perfect storm right now, here and now. This Saturday, July 29th, is where this fight should have happened, and it's right on time. It's right on time. Let me know what y'all think. BoxingMindTv, and I hit y'all back with another one.